What's going on, YouTube? I'm back with another video. Today we're gonna be reacting to this Superfan that be at the Laker games. You seen the video where that old man's looking at LeBron James? So that guy is named James Goldstein. When somebody got the last name Steen in it, you know they got money. And he's always at these games. He's a super fan, so we're gonna figure out who this guy is. He looks creepy. He like Jeepers Creepers. Let's do a reaction. My name is Isaiah, and if you wanted to do a debate, let me know. I will set it up. I'm paying $50 each debater. Let me know in the comment section. But let's jump straight into it. Yo, this is the picture I saw. I don't know who this old guy is, but I can just tell he do some witchcraft or some shit. I can just tell.
What's going on, everybody? This was kind of awkward, so I woke up today and I kept seeing this guy on my screen. Who is this guy? Why does he know all these basketball players? And why is he look like a witch? Maybe that's mean, but whether Jeffrey Epstein, I had to look into him. And of course, I kept seeing stuff like this. Before today, I actually saw him maybe like 2 days ago with LeBron-related stuff, but here we are.
Could be construed as being limiting or binding, but I don't look at it that way. I welcome the challenge. Many people play it safe in many ways, including love.
This is not necessarily my strong suit, or necessarily something I would continue making videos on, a lot at least. But again, figured I had to do it. I don't know who will, and I'm not going to wait around. Hopefully this video catches traction and someone does a real deep dive onto who this man actually is. But until now, here's what I have for you.
Okay.
I don't play it safe. If something is very fulfilling, that's all I'm looking for. I'm not looking for happiness number one versus happiness number two. I don't rank happiness.
Oh, what the fuck?
Happiness number two.
Just look at this.
I don't.
Bro. Look at his eyes. He looks scary, bro. It looks like he would kill somebody. It looks like this guy would kill somebody. Or he took somebody's soul for sure.
Rank happiness. With women, sometimes it's difficult to rank them also because when it comes to women, there's...
So this was the first video I saw about him, and I'll have all the videos about him that are in this video at least in the description. But again, going back to this and why I paused here, so he's talking about himself and his past.
Okay.
And I was just curious. You saw J-Lo and Cameron Diaz, and I don't know who this girl is next to Cameron Diaz, next to him, but I'm sure she's famous as well. So that's telling me he has power or some type of fame, and he's not just basketball related.
So my thing is, why does he have a picture with girls he talked to in his house just hanging up in his room? His house like this. He's definitely Illuminati. He's definitely a part of the Illuminati. There's no way. I don't know.
Or some type of fame, and he's not just basketball related.
That my life just keeps getting more and more exciting as I go.
Undergraduate work, and then I attended UCLA as a graduate student.
In this audio, he's going to cover 1, his background to a degree, 2, how he's known in the basketball world, or how he got the love of basketball, I guess. And 3, he's going to show you some of his architecture, and you'll see how rich he is, and I guess how he makes money to some degree.
This is a sculpture I had made by a French sculptor, and it's a sculpture of John Lautner, the architect of the house. I studied in college at the beginning mathematics and physics, and
I'll pause it here and let it continue, but you're going to see Rihanna, Selena Gomez,
what the fuck?
And the Migos.
decided I didn't want to be a scientist or an engineer.
So who is he though? Like, he has to be somebody important. Why is he taking a picture with these people? I don't get it.
And so I gravitated to economics and finance. Here are my fish, and I had 2 turtles, one of which you see right here. After I finished graduate school at UCLA, I decided I wanted to stay in Los Angeles and went to work for a real estate investment firm. Eventually, started making investments on my own, and these investments have turned out all right, and I've been able to really do what I wanted to do without worrying too much about working hard.
Kanye, Drake, Jay-Z. Who is this guy?
And yeah, though the basketball hasn't really came up yet, you're going to see here, or you have seen, that he knows a lot of people. Yeah. And whether he's laying pipe or giving spells or just making their houses, because he does go on to say he's an architect and he loves clothing. Maybe that.
I've been able to enjoy life, and so things have worked out pretty well. As far as basketball is concerned, I've been involved all of my life. I started playing basketball when I was 5 years old after my parents put up a hoop in my driveway, and I loved the sport right from the beginning. I started attending NBA games when I was 10 years old, and at the age of 15, got a non-paying job as the statistician for the television announcer of the Milwaukee Hawks. Once I did that, I was totally hooked on the NBA, and I've remained so my entire life.
Respect.
From here, you get a vantage point of the design of the house in a better way than any other one experiences from the pool is available in my bedroom.
So this is his house.
To cap off the positives, this is like a walkway. This is a shower, indoor and outdoor shower.
Wow.
That's his rooftop, where he actually does an interview on top of. And that, he said, was his living room ceiling. Living room. I guess this is the outside part of his house. This here is where he watches basketball games when he's at his house.
What?
You see the screen coming down. And then we have a pool with a screen that actually goes over it to cover it.
To wear the latest style from the top designers in Paris and Milan. And each fashion season, I do extensive shopping and look for something that's new, unique, very special, and something that makes me look good at the same time. So I like slim-fitting pants, short jackets.
Look at Wemby. Wemby just looking at him like, or he's looking at Wemby like, he's not even smiling. He's just looking at Wemby like he's looking at his soul. This guy's not normal, bro.
I like to accessorize the latest jacket with a scarf, with my wide brim hat, with some nice boots, and I put it all together, and whatever ends up is my latest fashion statement. I try to be different from everybody else. Even at the age of, say, 13, I was looking for something special, something that was different from what my classmates were wearing. And then in my early 20s, I started visiting Paris, and that really made me aware of what was happening in fashion. And so ever since then, I've been really addicted to the latest fashion styles, and I've just kept accelerating my involvement with fashion. I think it's a fantastic development that NBA players are now getting so fashion conscious. It didn't used to be that way. First, they were just wearing custom-made baggy suits that had no special style to them. And then they started getting into the hip-hop craze of baggy t-shirts and baggy pants, which was really bad. The only thing that seemed to matter was jewelry, not clothes. And now, finally, it swung the other way, and clothes have become very important to the players. They're trying to establish their own identity with their clothes, just the way they establish their own identity on the court. And I think their interest in clothes, now there are a number of other players that really...
So I'm guessing he's a fashion designer, or like... So what does he do? Okay, he does real estate. I'm so fucking confused.
Rival in my eyes for being the best dressed. But I have to give the nod to PJ Tucker, because last year I was wearing a very expensive, unique jacket to an NBA playoff game that he was playing in. And he came up to me before the game and said, "Jim, I have the same jacket as you." And I couldn't believe that that was possible, because it was such a unique jacket. But I believed him, and from that point on, I paid a lot of attention to the way he was dressing. And I have to say, he's number one for me right now. I wore a special...
When it comes to dressing, they don't have a clue.
The buses versus Ballmer.
And told him, "Ray, I could have blocked your shot." And he said,
Yeah, Jimmy, I saw the photo, and I believe you.
Now we're gonna take a dark turn. Now he was mentioned in the files, but not much was out of it.
Whoa. James Goldstein was mentioned in the Epstein files? Okay, it makes sense now.
And a lot of people are mentioned in the files, so it's kind of hard to really pinpoint. There's also reports he likes young women.
What?
That's not a problem with me.
Okay, yeah, wait.
But obviously if they're, of age.
Right.
But this is where things start to get a little bit dark.
Okay.
People have asked me, where did he make his money? And I say, it's none of my business. I didn't ask. I didn't look it up on Wikipedia. But if I didn't ask, I would get criticized for not asking. Money can't be an issue. I've seen your real estate. I've seen your clothes. My jeans cost $150. That hat costs $400. May I ask, the fortune, it's very secretive with you. Why is that? It's not a very interesting topic. And it's not something...
Wait, this is an interview. I'm tripping.
It's not a very interesting topic. And it's not something I spend very much time on. So I choose to talk about the things that are more exciting.
That's what it is. There's a man in back of this place. He's the one who's doing it.
What the hell? Where'd he go,
I can see him through the wall.
Kawhi. He's just there.
In this part of the video, I'm going to be talking about how he was able to acquire so much money and how he continues to acquire so much money. Those front row seats, they aren't cheap. That house is not cheap. I'd like to say those relationships aren't cheap either, but I don't have any proof on anything like that.
His lucrative porting, how much he spends, and
He's increasing rent, so that's what he's talking about.
the rent hikes, which continued throughout the pandemic. He often claims economic hardship as a landlord. Once, records show, at home parks.
Eventually started making investments on my own, and these investments have turned out all right.
Okay, so basically, he's an investor, and he knows all these famous people. I just don't get it. I don't. Something's not right. So he's in the Epstein files. It just don't make sense to me. I'm out of here. This was James Goldstein. This is fucking weird to me. You guys have a good day, man.